In a world pretty much forged from shadows, ice, and, you guessed it, betrayal, some legends are whispered in total fear. Today we're piecing together the story of one of those figures, the Macabre Assassin.
Born of kings and killers. I mean, talk about a heavy line, right? These words really define a life that's hanging in the balance, a life caught between a past that's cursed and a future that is all about vengeance. This is where our story really kicks off.
So, we're not starting at the beginning. No, we are dropping right into the heart of a storm, at the gates of this frozen citadel that, by the way, no one has ever returned from.
Okay, so this is where we first meet our protagonist, Cale, as he's approaching these absolutely merciless mountains up in the north. And let's be clear, this isn't just some journey. It's basically a suicide mission into a place of absolute frozen silence.
You can just picture it. He moves with this singular, chilling purpose. He's a shadow against a howling wind. You get the feeling he's less a man braving the storm and more like he's actually a part of the storm itself.
And hiding beneath his cloak, he's carrying Bloodborne. Now this isn't just a piece of steel. It's practically a living part of his will. A blade with its own dark and, let's say, very bloodthirsty reputation.
So, why is he here? Well, an ancient map has led him to this exact spot, on a mission to get some answers. And standing right between him and those answers is Frostbane, the gatekeeper to a past that Cale never even knew he had.
What drives a man to walk willingly into certain death? I mean, you gotta ask, right? To understand the storm Cale is facing now, we have to go back, way back, and uncover the curse that marked his very beginning.
Just look at this timeline. It reveals the sheer cruelty of his origins. Cale's life didn't start in a cradle, it started in an apple box. He's a prince who was abandoned and raised in the harshest environments you can imagine, shaped by forces he couldn't even begin to comprehend.
His upbringing was absolutely brutal, specifically designed to shape him into a perfect killer. But even in all that darkness, little fragments of a forgotten past, a burning city, this weird sigil, they tormented his sleep. And these weren't just dreams, they were echoes of a life that was stolen from him.
And you know how it is. Those nightmares, those echoes, they can't stay buried forever. They eventually led to a confrontation that would completely shatter his world and reveal a truth he was never, ever supposed to know.
It's the simplest question, but also the most powerful one. One stormy night, Cale finally corners the old servant who saved him, and his voice just cuts right through the thunder as he demands the truth. Who am I?
And the answer, wow, it just shatters his reality. He wasn't some orphan, a nobody from the Wraithlands. He was royalty, a prince, who was hidden away because he was marked for death the very moment he was born. And suddenly, boom, it all connects. He learns about a secret war going on inside his own family's court, a prophecy that names him as their destroyer, and he finally understands the meaning of the one clue he's held on to his entire life, that pendant.
Tucked inside the pendant was a message from his mother, part plea, part warning, and all mission. In that single moment, his quest to find his identity completely transformed into a burning mission for vengeance.
And that mission, that burning need for justice, it takes us right back to where we started, the present moment, inside the chilling, silent halls of the Ice Citadel.
So here he is, facing Frostbane in a true clash of opposites. You've got Cale, who is all fire and fury, the embodiment of a buried past. And then there's Frostbane, who is all ice and death, a monument to fallen kings. Their duel literally shakes the Citadel to its foundations. The battle was just brutal. The clash of steel on ice echoed through those halls. Cale was wounded, he was bleeding, pushed to his absolute limit, but his purpose, his vengeance, it was just stronger than any pain.
With one final strike, Cale claims not just victory, but a small piece of the justice he was denied at birth. Every wound he took was a question, and this final blow, well, that was the answer.
But here's the kicker. Frostbane's defeat was just the beginning. Discovering this torn treaty reveals a betrayal far deeper than he ever could have imagined. This wasn't just some secret order. His own uncle, the Shadow King, had orchestrated his father's downfall. But taking out one nemesis, one single piece of the puzzle, has only awakened a much greater, way more terrifying threat.
The news of Cale's impossible victory travels fast, and it reaches the true architect of his family's ruin, the Shadow King himself, a ruler who,
Yeah, sits on a throne literally built from bones. And the king's response? It isn't fear. It is cold, calculated fury. He doesn't just want Cale dead, he wants him obliterated. He unleashes his most terrifying forces, the literal stuff of nightmares.
And this is where we leave him. Cale's quest for answers is over, but his war for survival has just begun. The Hidden Prince is now a marked man, hunted by the entire Shadow Realm. And the only question left for us is, what hope does one assassin have against the fury of a king?